Welcome to the Cosmos Young Stars, just out here. And in today's video, I will talk about how to make it easier to become successful, or an easier way to become successful. And this video will be a little bit longer just because I have to, this is not like something I could go through fast. I know, I think it's better to do shorter videos, but this video I cannot shorten this up. Like, I have to cover a specific, some specific laws and concepts. So even if you're successful yourself, even if whoever you are, this information will help you, regardless if you already know or if you're already aware of some of the concepts I'm going to talk about. This information will, it's good to know, you know what I'm saying? It's good to hear, it's good to, it will benefit anybody. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So let's get straight into it. So, as you might guess, you don't become successful in a night, or you don't become successful in a day. You might become famous in a day or something, but to become successful, it takes skills. Basically, essentially, it takes you to go through a certain process to get better at something, right? So if you want to become successful, is because you don't consider yourself to be, you might just not, you don't think you're successful, so that's why you want to become that. And that's because you're either not doing something or you're doing something but you need to do it different. Either way, you need to act, you need to do something, right? And what better way to do that than, well, there's no other way. Basically, you need to start doing a habit. You need to get into a habit, and a good one. Or you need to, I'll cover that at the end of the video also, you need to stop a bad habit. So yeah, there's 4 laws you could say to make it easier to, to ink a habit into you. The first law would be to make it obvious. So a good way would be to write down the habits that you have. So let's say you want to start one habit, right? You write down what you want to start, or you write down the habits that you started but it's hard to get into, right? You write it down and you expose it somewhere that, when you wake up, when you just where you spend the most time in your house, you put it there so you can it's always, like, you can always see it, always a reminder to, oh, I have to do that habit, I have to do this, I have to do that, or I want to, So exposure, make it obvious. The second law would be to make it attractive. To make it attractive. So there's 3 ways you could do that. So the first way would be it's called temptation bundling. It would be to bundle or to group up something that you need to do. So let's say your habit with something that you want to do. Now, this is not a good example. It's just for you to understand. Let's say you need to do the dishes, to wash the dishes, and you want to just watch a TV show. Then you could set up your TV show and wash the dishes at the same time. That's bundling them together. It might not be the most efficient way, but because you might take slower to whatever, but you'll do it, right? It'll get you to do the dishes, wash the dishes. Second way is to join a culture where the behavior you're trying to learn or trying to incorporate in yourself, the habit you're trying to incorporate, is the norm and it's valued. So I say culture, it could be just a circle, it could be a small community, whoever it is, just a family, just a couple people. Let's say you're trying to save money, like a lot, and you have a couple friends that they're really disciplined and they could save money easily. Then you might want to, just surround yourself by them more often and talk about that often, because speaking about that, you're gonna feel valued. Like, let's say you hear their beliefs and you hear how they are towards saving money, It's gonna inspire you. It's gonna make it attractive to feel like you're part of that group. Like you're gonna them beliefs, their beliefs are going to slowly sink inside you, and just talking about that will benefit and reinforce those beliefs for both sides, for everybody, basically. The third concept would be, I don't know how I would call it, but create a small ritual that you like doing before doing a habit. Like before, okay, for example, it's hard. In the morning, you want to start running, all right? You want to start running after you wake up, and that's hard to get into. Just getting to act is hard at first. So maybe what you like to do is listening to music, like listen to some hard shit, just get you hyped up, get you excited, get you pumped up, and then use that energy to go and run, right? Get that momentum going, and then just go and run. That would be the little ritual for that. The third law for, like having the habit like sink inside you, I don't know how to call that, right? Just like incorporating the habit, I guess. The third law would be to make it easy for yourself. So I'm gonna use me as a reference because it's easy. See how I did there? It's easy. So let's say me in the morning, right after I wake up, turn on the lights, and I train. Like straight up, that's the thing I do. A little training, and sometimes sometimes I might not be in the best mindset, just like I just woke up, I might not be down. To make it easy is to, let's say the night before, I set up the environment so then in the morning there's no friction between me and the habit. I just do it. So in the night before, I could set up the little bench, because I do it right here, right in my room. So I just set up the little bench, I just set up the weights, everything is ready. So then when I wake up, turn on the lights, I get straight to it. Like T Grizzly, get straight to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The fourth law is to make it satisfying. So as I said in the first law, to make it obvious, right? Let's say you have that list of habits that you want to do. Now, I guess most people, we love to see progress. We love to see progress because it makes us feel good. When you train at the gym, or when you train, you learn. When you're learning a subject, you might not see concrete progress, right? Damn, my bad. You may not see concrete progress, but if you take that list and if you do the habit once a day, then each day after you've done it, you mark X, and then you're going to see concrete progress. We love to see that little bar loading up. Now you're gonna see that little bar loading up this whole month. Did the habit this whole month. Next month, you're gonna see progress like on the sheet, right? And then since it's obvious, also since you're putting it somewhere that you can see it clearly, you'll see what you need to do, and you'll see your progress every time also, and you'll be satisfied to mark that X. Then you'll be excited to do it tomorrow also, or if you do it more than once a day, then later today or that day, right? Yeah. Now I'm done with the like incorporating a good habit. Now if you want to stop a bad habit, it's the same laws, it's just reversed. So the first law was to make it obvious. Now you want to make it invisible. I'm gonna use the same example for the four laws, which I'm gonna say smoking because easy. So let's say you want to stop smoking, you need to make it invisible. You need to don't try to you need zero exposure to that. Don't hang out with your friends that smoke a lot, or tell them don't be high in front of me, don't smoke in front of me, don't smell no weed in front of me. Don't go. Also, that's you, not your friend. Now don't go to parties because people are going to be smoking. Just reduce your exposure to zero to that habit, because it'll incite you, it'll tempt you to do it again. Second one was to make it unattractive. So that's a change in your mindset. Now you might be now if you're smoking a lot, you might be like the mindset that you have might be like, oh yeah, like I love to smoke, it's just cool, like the act of smoking is cool, I like being high, you know, I'm just comfortable, I'm hungry a lot, whatever the vibe is just nice, listening to music is cool, whatever, right? You need to change that. You need to make it unattractive. You need to start thinking and believing, yo, it's fucking up my heart rate, it's fucking up my lung capacity, I'm lazy as hell, I sleep a lot, I stink, my eyes red, I'm in my world, I'm slow, etc. Like, you need to change your mindset so it's not attractive to be high anymore. Well, yeah, in that case, right? The third law was to make it easier. So now it's to make it hard, make it impossible. Increase the friction between you and the habit. So if you used to having your weed or your papers, everything in your room, now leave everything at a friend's house who lives far away or something. So now when you want to smoke, you can't just do it instantly. You have to, damn, I have to go all the way over there. Maybe today I'm not even in the mood to hang out, I just want to smoke. I have to see that person to be like, yo, I want my shit, nah. So it's just harder for you. Like, it's the friction is increased between you and a habit, and it'll, like, you have to make more efforts just to do that, and then you might regret it, because if you want to stop doing that, then yeah. So yeah, make it harder, or make it impossible. Well, not possible, but you know. And the last one was to make it unsatisfying. So there's two ways you could do that. There's two ways to go about that. The first one would be to involve somebody. So you let's say I tell my homie I want to smoke, I want to stop smoking. First of all, you need to be committed, right? So he's not gonna be over your shoulder every time looking at what you're doing. So you need to be honest. In this case, right? You need to be honest and tell them like, oh, damn, I smoked today. Now, nobody wants to hear that, yo, like, the fuck you doing? Like, do you really want to do that with your life? Just become a smoke. Like, you know, that moral talk, you don't want to hear that all the time. So that's going to make it unsatisfying. The other way is, you could do it by yourself or with somebody also, but it's to come up with like a punishment plan. So let's say every time you do the bad habit, you need to send, that's to be honest, that's the best way. I feel like you need to send your homie $5. Every time you smoke, in this example, you need to send your homie $5. I don't think you'll be smoking for long after that. Man, $5 might be too little, but $15, $20 every time you smoke, you're gonna stop right quick. So yeah, I tried to go as fast as I could because I didn't want to make this video too long. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And yo, I'll see you in the next one.